Sup Squares, welcome to episode 6 of my Wonder Wheel series, where I let the wheel decide what game I play that's available on the NSL. So today we have Super Ghosts and Goblins, or Super Ghouls and Ghosts, excuse me, which was released on the Super Nintendo in 1991. So as for my initial reaction to the game, I did beat the game the entire way through. I did abuse the rewind feature a lot because this game is really difficult. So as far as my history with the game, I've never played the game before, but I've actually heard stories like this one of those old games back in the 90s that were notoriously difficult, and sure heck it was difficult. Hence why I just said earlier, I had to abuse the rewind function a lot, which you'll see in this my gameplay I've recorded. So it was actually a really great game. I thought it was really great. As far as the story, it's takes after the Ghosts and Goblins story. King Arthur, his significant other, gets stolen by not sure his name, the boss's name. Insert boss name here on the screen. And your goal is to save her, essentially. It's the basics of it. So as far as the gameplay, jump, duck, swing a weapon or shoot your weapon, whatever you got. A to jump, B to shoot. So the game has multiple power-ups. I did notice the triple arrows are by far the best because they're heat-seeking. They're completely broken. They made the game definitely a lot easier. All the other weapons really don't. I feel like in this game, the only weapon you should be using is the triple arrows if you can get a hold of them. Because, again, if you don't play this, if you play this game straight through, just regular without rewinding, it is very difficult to hold on to power-ups. So I was able to again abuse rewind and basically keep the 3 arrows the entire playthrough. But I can easily see the way the game is designed, without the rewind, how hard the game would be with how much rewinding I had to do. I thought the enemies in this game are pretty clever too, and difficult to beat. Except for the bosses. The bosses are pretty easy. Some of the patterns some of the enemies have in the game are very tricky. So memorization is obviously key in this game. That's with a lot of old games anyway. Memorization is key. The levels, I thought the levels were expertly designed, like some clever level designs. Like I think in the first section you're in a graveyard. The second section you go basically like a crashing pirate ship, I think, and you end up going into the bowels of the castle essentially, and somehow end up like this part of the game. You end up in like the body of a animal or something. It was pretty creepy, but I thought it was pretty clever and threw me for a loop. Yeah, I thought the bosses in the game, except for the exception of the very last boss, all the bosses are cake. Especially again if you have the triple arrows, just stand back and shoot. And like I said, the arrows will basically home onto the boss. You don't have to do much but dodge, and just keep your distance from the boss, and you basically never get hit for the most part. So, my gripes with this game, I don't know if I want to put the difficulty against it, just because we do have the rewind feature now for the Switch. So and even emulation, you can rewind it too. The rewind definitely kind of eliminates some of the challenge in the game. I think to play this game straight through without the rewind, or you would have to be a madman and just have real good memorization of all the enemy spawns and stuff like that, because some of the enemies spawn in the most, I would say, inconvenient spots in the game. Like, they really catch you off guard. Which I get, it's the goal of the game. The goal of the game is to trip you up and make you mess up, and make you better, get good. So I don't think I'm going to hold difficulty against it. Because, I mean, once you get, I can imagine once you play the game enough, you get the hang of it and, you know, you don't get hit as much. And then my major gripe with the game was, so I got to the very end of the game, and the game told me that, oh, you don't have the ring, you can't fight the very last boss. Sorry, that means you have to go all the way back to the beginning and find the ring. You get to keep your powers, but you have to play the entire game over again and find the ring, and then basically make sure you have the ring at the very end when you get to the boss. I got the ring like the very first level, like the 5th enemy I killed, I found the ring. And I had to basically play the entire game over again. That was very highly annoying. I don't think I'm gonna hold it against the game just because the game was that enjoyable, but I was highly annoyed when I found that out. But thankfully the game was pretty short. Okay, especially with the rewind, it helps a lot. So I'll hold my grievances on that, but as far as that's really my only gripe with the game was just that stupid ring thing. I thought that was really bad game design. How do you think most people how it felt back then? Like, you're telling me I have to play the game a second time? No, thank you. Turn console off. Go to bed. Whatever. I'm not doing that. But I did, and the second time through was definitely easier. Again, good with the triple arrows. Basically kills everything in its path. But yeah. So as far as my verdict for the game, I'd definitely give it a it might be a 9 out of 10. That was a really great game. I really enjoyed it. As far as ranking it, I'll give it an A. I thought it was really that good. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and stay square. Battletoads Double Dragon